Good day, everybody. So I get asked strange questions every so often. I guess people get kind of curious. I don't see myself as holding much authority on anything, so I don't know why you would ask those questions. Anyway, the question posed to me is whether I'm pro-life or pro-choice, to which my answer would be yes. Yes, I most definitely am. On both accounts, actually. We're going to start with life. Why? Because life seems to be fundamental. You can't have choice if you don't have life. I think life is great. I think life should be respected. I'm all for life. I think that if you look into what it means to be alive, if you look at these universal symbols of all people that are sort of just representation of what it means to be a living being, to exist in this planet with all the other life, I think that's something that's very, very, very beautiful. Now, I don't quite take it to the extent of like Jainism, where I sweep the ground just in case I don't step on bugs, but I do definitely try to minimize the harm that I do to life, because I think it's great. Some religions out there may see life as just as a phase, as moving on to something bigger, to more eternal life, something more real, in which I'd have to say that it's very important to actually fulfill this life. I think that whatever happens in any sort of afterlife, or if there's any afterlife or anything after we die, it's going to be a natural consequence of how we live our lives here. I think being religious is great, and you can look at a lot of Eastern religions which are very much into being in the moment, living what we have now. I think we need to take care of what we have, of what we know is real. When I say what we know is real, I'm talking about empirically, kind of from Locke perspective. If you want to throw some human me and be like, well, how do you know anything is real? I would have to say that's not what this video is about. Don't be a dick. If there's anything that we can pull from atheistic philosophy, it's going to be that this life is all we have. This is what we have to take care of. So we respect this life, we act in a way where we take responsibility for who we are and what we do to impact this life. So life is great, fantastic, take care of what we have. I will definitely always take the side of life. I will take the side of the moment and take the side of nurturing this world that we live in and taking care of ourselves, and maybe not even being too concerned with what happens after life. Because if there is something that's actually truly great and just, then whatever happens after this life will be a reflection of how we live the life. Here's where we segue into choice, which is equally important because we can't have life without choice, at least according to Sartre's existentialism, which is actually one of my favorite theories out there. I talk about Sartre's existentialism a lot by night. I should know fairly well what that is. Sartre's existentialism is that we are completely and utterly free, that everything we do, everything we are, and basically the lives that we live are completely chosen by us, and we are solely responsible for everything. No one is born a hero or coward. You either become one by doing heroic or cowardly deeds. The only thing that we actually don't have a choice in is that we are free. We are burdened to be completely free. There's definitely limitations to Sartre's existentialism, but I think that that is absolutely great because it forces us to take responsibility for everything. I think we, as human beings, should take responsibility for absolutely as much as we possibly can, because why wouldn't we? If we are capable of having some sort of impact, of doing some sort of good, why would we not take it upon ourselves to do that? Now, those of you that read some Baron Dolbach may throw some hard determinism at me and be like, whoa, slow down there, Spencer. In fact, we actually have no control over what we do, because naturally, the courses of our lives and our experiences and who we are and chemically leads us to doing certain things, so of course we do. I'd have to say that I think hard determinism is a very reactionary philosophy. It's based on the fact that we really don't control ourselves. While there's a lot of good to it, I would agree, I would take at least more of a soft determinism stance, in that if somebody punched me in the face and I had absolutely no self-control, or my only value is an eye for an eye, I would punch him in the face. That'd be expectable. Of course I would do that. However, if I had more than just that simplistic values and I had self-control, I would all of a sudden have a range of options of what to do when somebody punched me in the face. And I wouldn't only have that one action to rely on. Therefore, I could make a choice. I'd be free to choose due to, well, Mill would say the character that you build up. That's his soft determinism. I would probably say by being less of a reactionary. I am definitely for choice. I think choice is great. I think choice is important. I think that we really should choose. No matter which way you look at it, we have choice and we have a burden. We have a burden that either comes with choice, or have a burden that we take on ourselves in order to develop choices. But I think either way, we should have choices. We should be able to do what we do. We do have our choices coincide with life. Great. We have our choices, we have our life, we have respect, and that's really how we do an impact on the planet. So that's essentially my thought on it. I am definitely pro-life and pro-choice. I think that those are both very important things, and I will definitely advocate for them at any time. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. Take what you will from this video, or don't. If you completely disagree with me, then of course via Sartre's existentialism that I believe you are completely free and at will to disagree with me, and I would have to respect that, you being alive, unless you're not alive. I'd actually be very interested in hearing what it is you have to say. So feel free to say anything, and you will see me before long, and you have a great day. Now we did some Baron Dolbach and some hard mace. Blah, blah, blah.